Come on in the room. It is so good to see you. I mean, I got my spectacles on and everything. Come on in the room. Hey, what's going on? Well, oh my God, I had a fantastic, Thanksgiving because I always got something good going on, right? Why talk about the bad when you could talk about the good? Okay. It is always good to see you all. YouTube, hey, YouTube, Instagram, hey. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Hey, hosted by L. I hope your show was fantastic. I know you had that comedy show, cracking people up for those, that needed a little laughter. Not only were they grateful, but hell, some people needed some laughter. A lot of things have been going on. So I just want to say big ups to L, one of Chicago's finest when it comes to comedy. Also, I want to give a shout out because I found out one of my friends got engaged, and I'm just so excited. So, shout out to Danae. She, you know, got engaged, and he gave her his mom's ring. And so, I'm all about the love. I feel I'm just so grateful, right? Thanksgiving is about being grateful. And a lot of times, a lot of people are ungrateful. Hell, somebody called me on Thanksgiving at 8 o'clock in the morning when, I was trying to get my beauty rest to tell me why they didn't celebrate. And I'm like, get the hell off my phone, because at the end of the day, it's about changing the perspective, changing the view of it. Yes, I know some things probably happened on that day. I mean, it happened on that day. Let's not take that context lately. But at the end of the day, the new narrative is it's a day of Thanksgiving. It's a day to say, God, I am grateful for. Right. And so people go out their way to cook these lovely meals. I mean, this is beyond your Sunday dinner. Okay. They going out. They're preparing 3 days in advance. They're doing it out of love. Right. They are like putting their love in it to feed their loved ones. And family doesn't necessarily deal with your blood relatives. Your friends are your family, right? And so, and those are the family that you choose. So when you're having these gatherings, it's just to say, God, thank you for putting these people in my life. Thank you for this delicious meal. Thank you. I got to see another day. I am just totally grateful. Yes, I know the world can be really crummy, but I choose to see the goodness of it. Yes, things have happened to us, y'all. I'm not saying things haven't, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. But I just choose to not give that ugliness power. I take charge over my life. I choose my destiny. I ask God for guidance, but then I'm going out here and I got to do what I got to do. And lo and behold, I refuse to let anybody tell me what I can celebrate, what I can't celebrate, and all this other. I celebrate life. I celebrate love. So when you come onto my channel, know that I celebrate you. I love you. If nobody else love you, you're strong enough, okay? Because you are strong. You're smart enough. You're talented enough. We're stronger, but we're stronger together. And y'all know I usually say you're smarter, you're talented, you're stronger. But around the holidays, I need to emphasize, strength. Because a lot of times around the holidays, people don't have people to celebrate, right? Nobody has somebody to tell them, I love you, And so a lot of suicides happen around this time of year. Okay, they don't feel like something is happening to them, even though they could be some of the most successful people. They're, what I always say, they're on zero, they're walking on low. And so I just believe in just being encouraging. In fact, that brings me to today's topic. So guess what? Welcome to the Love and Tea Show, everybody. I said the real Love and Tea Show. I got love in my heart and tea up in this cup right here. Okay. Pomegranate tea is so good. Where tea deals with love properties are not about gossip. On this show, it's for the grown people. We don't, you could gossip on your own time. It doesn't do any good. I always talk about manifesting and decreeing and declaring a thing and making it happen, Captain. Okay? So ain't no gossiping. You want some gossip, you go to somebody else's channel. But this is a safe place for us to go and hear what God gave me to talk about today. Which today's topic is care take me. Care take me. Hold me close. And so when you think about care take me, you're like, Andy, what are you talking about? Care take me. Like I'm taking care of these eyes right here today. My allergies were acting up, right? Even in the wintertime, I have allergies. Go figure. So I couldn't even put on my little contacts today. So y'all got to tolerate these things here, okay? Because I'm taking care of my eyes. But no, seriously, when I say care take me, this is what I mean. Care, it's a provision. What is necessary for health, welfare, maintenance, and protection of someone or something. Care also means serious attention or consideration applied to doing something correctly or avoid damage or risk. It also means to look after, provide for the needs of something. Take, grab it. Who is taking care of you? Everybody, you take care of everybody else on the job, off the job, at the church. But who is taking care of you? Who is giving you the self-care that you need? I said it. I said it. I said it. Who is caretaking you? Who is saying, you know what? You have done enough. Now it's time for me to take care of you. And 9 times out of 10, people go until something bad happens. They get so sick and worn out that they just gotta fall out. But why should it ever have to get to that point? And if you don't believe me, there are some things that I want to talk about today. Such as, did you know by you being a caregiver, and I'm not just necessarily talking about taking care of a senior citizen, even though that's what a caregiver is, but it's also people that's what they do. They care about people. They're always caring about people. They're a caregiver. Everywhere they go, they care. They care about what happens to everybody. They care about what happens to everybody that they forget about themselves. And did you know that 30% of caregivers, something happens to? That's not a large number. It's a small number, but it's still a number. And it's a lot of y'all out there probably watching me right now that y'all not looking after yourselves. You're not. You're letting yourself waste away. You ain't colored your hair and you don't know how long. You only put your hair in a ponytail. You ain't washed it. You ain't cleaned it. Your lining is messed up because you're worried about everybody else. But I'm here to tell you, you have to care about yourself. And when I'm saying the 30%, the reason why 30% of caregivers go before the people that they care about, perish before the people that they care about, is because they forget about doctor's appointments. They're so busy taking care of the kids, taking care of the wife, taking care of the husband, taking care of the responsibilities. God forbid you're a director of something. You have forgot to go to the doctor. And you say, you know what, I'm going to go. I know I ain't feeling well. I know I ain't feeling well. I know I ain't feeling well. I ain't feeling well. But our God is good. He going to protect me. 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 But he has given you signs that you need to go to the doctor to see about yourself. And right now, COVID is going on. And lo and behold, you don't go to the doctor because you thinking, okay, I got the sniffles. I got this. I got my booster shot. I got this. But still, with the booster shots, with all this stuff, people are still catching it. And before anybody comes on my channel and telling people that I'm promoting stuff, I'm saying if you don't feel well, go see the doctor. Stop what you're doing, literally, and go see the doctor. Go to the dentist. Get your teeth clean. All that stuff matters. Everything matters. You so busy taking care of everybody else, you fall into depression. That's why another part of the 30% that they perish. They go before the people that take care of them. People dying at early ages. So much stress is on you. You're so depressed that you can't think about nothing else. All you care about is taking care of everybody else and panicking and worry and anxiety. That's where that 30% come out. And I'm saying I want the numbers to be lower than 30% because that's somebody's loved one that's passed away due to neglect of themselves. And it's so bad, there is a term. It's called caregiver's guilt. This is not something that I make up. This is something that's real. It's really called caregiver's guilt. And that's the guilt about thinking about their own needs and see themselves as selfish, especially if they want to go to the movies or to even go out to lunch with a friend. If you don't believe me, you can go to caregivers.org. The 30% came from agingcare.com. These are real sites that people care about people so much because they're afraid of something happening that they don't take care of themselves. They feel it as selfish. And what I'm saying is sometimes you got to be a little selfish. Sometimes you have to find a replacement. Sometimes you have to learn to delegate. The older I get, what last year taught me is that I can't do everything. I can't be everywhere at all times. But you know who can? God can. God can be omnipresent. But as a human being, as a mere mortal, I can't. I cannot be everywhere at all times. And neither can you. You're going to have to learn to trust. That's a big responsibility, to trust. I used to have a problem with trusting. I used to be like, oh my God, I can't trust anybody. And by having that type of anxiety and I speak it, then that puts more burden on me. And I had to go to God in prayer and say, God, help me with this issue because I need to be able to trust so I can delegate. Now, I need to, of course, be able to give it to responsible people. And I got to watch people. And I'm still going to watch you. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to watch you. I'm going to watch you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch. You going to see me. Okay? You going to see me. All right? But I had to learn to delegate because there's only 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week. And we can continue. And you can't do everything. I had to learn that my son is going to be okay. Have I fed him? Have I told him I loved him? Had I cared about him? But hell, I got to let him sometimes figure things out on his own and then call me when he really needs me. Does that mean, do I stop being a parent? Do I shadow him at times? Do I pay attention to what's going on even when he's not thinking I'm watching? No, it means, yes. It means, yes, I am doing these things. However, it means, though, that I'm putting him in charge. He's at a certain age that I have to let go just a little bit because he's becoming a preteen. And I cannot just baby him anymore. The older he gets, the more responsibility that I have to give him in order for him to grow, or I will stifle his growth. Just like some of you all have small children. Once the infants, okay, let's talk about infants, babies. Once you have fed them, changed them, cuddled them, told them you love them, you got to sometimes let them cry. If you have done all those things, why? You will stunt their growth. You will give them a false sense of security that they're supposed to be held all the time. They have to learn, I got to stop crying. I've been taken care of. And what I'm telling you, you have to get to yourself and say, I have to stop this. Like last week, I told you, you have to learn boundaries. You have to have boundaries to the point where people aren't driving you crazy and you ain't driving you crazy. You have to learn to say no. You have to learn when to say yes. What would people do without you? Sometimes you have to be selfish. If you don't want to leave this earth too soon, sometimes you have to learn to be selfish and say no. If you call me at the last minute, don't expect me to show up. If I'm available, Yes. But if I'm not, don't be upset. You let me know last minute. I had things to do. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing so I could please you. Because in reverse, flip it, you wouldn't do it for me. If you're already booked and busy, you wouldn't stop what you're doing and unless it's an emergency. And that's how you have to be with your life. So when I ask you, caretake me, I'm saying, who is taking care of you? Who is holding you close? Hold me close. Hold means to grasp, right? Me, close, in the vicinity. Who is grasping you close and holding you tight and letting you know everything is going to be all right? Understand, self-care doesn't mean it's going to be people around you. You're going to have your own signals of, oh my God, I'm feeling a little weak now. I'm going to have to take it easy. I'm going to have to look at my calendar and say, when is the last time I went to the doctor? When is the last time I got a mammogram? Right? Y'all not even getting cancer checks. When is the last time you got your prostate checked? When is the last time you got you got your breast checked? When is the last time you did these things? You are so booked and busy that you forgot to take care of yourself. If you perish, that job will continue. Or that job, if you own your business, depending on how you have it set up, it's over. So then what? If you pass away, is everything in arrangement? Are your kids taken care of? You take care of your kids the way you take care of them. Other people ain't gonna take care of them how you take care of them. Like, people are not gonna take care of my son like I take care of him. It is what it is. So therefore, I have to be healthy. I have to be maintenance. I have to do my self-maintenance, my checkups. If you don't believe me, let's go Bible. In 3 John, chapter 1, verse 2, it says, Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, as it goes well with your soul. Once again, beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, that you may be in good health, as it goes well with your soul. Then you have 1 Corinthians. I love that Corinthians, baby. 1 Corinthians 3, chapter 3, 17. If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him. For God's temple is holy, and you are that temple. Once again, 1 Corinthians 3, chapter 3, 17. If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him. For God's temple is holy, and you are that temple. Let me sip on that real quick. Oh, this pomegranate tea is so good. So let's break this all the way down. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, then let's break it down. Beloved. That's a term of endearment. Beloved. Be loved. Okay. You so loved. Be loved. You are loved. Be loved. You be it. You become it. Be the love that God created you to be. He is telling you, you are supposed to be loved. That it's a whole name, beloved. You are supposed to be loved, not hated, not neglected, but you are supposed to be loved. So, beloved, I pray that all may go well with you. Not sick, but well. All may be well with you. That's a condition. What type of a condition? A good condition. I want it to all go smoothly. I want it to be good. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be good with you. Well, baby. Well, like some people meet like they well done, cooked all the way. It's supposed to be well. That you may be in good health. Good health. Not poor health, but good health. As it goes well with your soul. So your soul can't even be right if you ain't healthy. Let me sip on that. See, the Bible is the living word. You can try to fight it all you want. It says that you may be in good health as it goes well with your soul. So your soul ain't even together. When you reckless like this and you are self-neglecting, hey, you're neglecting self. Okay. Your self is like, your soul is like, self, where are you? Self, that's what your soul is saying. I'm looking for you. You ain't whole. You are not whole. When you are in good health, your mind is right. You could think properly. You could get things done. When you are exhausted, you can't do things properly when you are exhausted. You're going to be missing something. You're going to have mishaps. You're going to have calamities. You done fed the baby the wrong thing. That's how bad things happen. You sleep at the wheel because you're so damn tired. It don't have nothing to do with alcoholism. It's because you tired as hell. You can't even see straight. You didn't go to the doctor. Now you died ahead of time. What would happen if you were to leave is what you have to ask yourself. Because then in 1 Corinthians 3:17, it says, if anyone destroys God's temple, God that created you, a temple that's where you go to worship. That's where you go to praise God. That's what you suppose it is a dwelling. What kind of dwelling? It's a holy dwelling. Holy. And so it says, God will destroy him. For God's temple is holy. You ain't supposed to let it go raggedy. You ain't supposed to let the windows go out. You are that temple. Your temple is this. It's not necessarily where you go on Sundays. I went to the temple and it was fantastic. Even though I do love going to the temple. Shout out Pastor Hannah. I love New Life. That's my church. And Pastor Glenn, y'all did y'all thing. Also, shout out to Pastor Hannah for having a fantastic birthday party. Now that I said that, because I had a ball, I had to get out. I haven't been anywhere all year, but I was doing so much, because this is all related. I was doing so much. I said, Andy, when was the last time you went out? When was the last time you did something? Like really did something? And I was like, it's been a minute. It's been a darn near a whole year. And then they put the COVID scares on you. So you like, I just want to stay in the house. I had to do a real self-check evaluation. When was the last time I had some fun? And here's the thing. I'm the type of person, I don't need anybody to take me out. I don't. Because if you don't like you, nobody else gonna like you. If you always depending on people to love you and care about you, baby, if you're looking for people for your happiness, you'll always be looking, and you're going to be draining to people. So again, I'm not that person. I can go to dinner by myself. I can go to lunch with somebody. That's why when I do go out with people, they're happy to have me, because I know how to be by myself if y'all not around. I know how to have a good time. Shit, I can be good company to myself. So saying that, I hadn't done that. I had not gone out. I mean, I was with a friend a few weeks ago, but I didn't really, it was like a rush lunch, right? We had a good time. I was happy to be with them, but I just, I hadn't kicked it. I hadn't kicked it in so long. I was afraid. I didn't even know how to do it. So I said, well, let me go have some clean fun. What better else to do but go to Pastor Hannah's birthday party and get dressed up and be fly for me, not for anybody else. And see, that's the thing. When you have self-care, it's not about somebody else. It's about you. When you look good, you feel good. When you are healthy, you feel good, right? So when you look good, you feel good. And so I said, daggone it, I'm gonna go. Because some things you go to, people getting shot and all this other stuff and mishaps is happening. I said, well, I know if I go here, ain't nothing gonna happen because it's grown people and I'm just gonna pray to God that ain't nobody gonna come to the pastor's party and do something. Okay. So I actually looked forward to it, but it was a way of self-care. Just going out and jack your body. Because it was a house party, okay? Jack body, jack your body, jack your body. Even though I jack my body on Fridays and stuff with DJ Mick Ford and Tuesdays, DJ B-side, in the house, I'm dancing all week, right? I'm doing my little African twerks. And so shout out on Tuesdays. Y'all check out DJ B-side on Facebook and then DJ Mick Ford on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Instagram. So DJ Mick Ford on Friday, Instagram, Facebook, DJ Big Side. So I'm dancing all in the house, but I hadn't gotten out and surrounded myself with people because at the end of the day, it's okay to surround yourself with like-minded people, just having a good time. It's okay to fellowship, right? And I ended up going with one of my godmoms, Fran. Shout out to Fran. And I said, we haven't been out. We need to just go out and have some fun. Even though I had bought my ticket way before her. Like, I was like, I'm going by myself. If ain't nobody, I'm going by myself. Because I have a colleague that goes to my church, but I was like, I will go by myself, right? I'm like, I will go by myself. If nobody go with me, I'm going by myself. And I end up going with my godmom. And I just jacked your body, I jacked it until it was time to go home. And I felt so good. Like I took care of myself. I didn't have to dance with anybody, even though, it was a group of people around and we all had a good time. And what I'm saying is sometimes it's okay to say, Daddy, please watch Chase or Lisa, y'all get together, watch him. I'm going to go out because I can't just be around my son all day, every day. And I just make sure he good. And then I don't take care of myself. You get? So I'm not just saying neglect your child, always go out that they start calling you by your first name. Because if he called me by my first name, we're going to have a problem. Okay? 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 Okay. But what I am saying is, hey, I've done my job as a mom. And I need to do something that's uplifting for myself. Somebody in my family had a cancer scare. And she was saying, yo, when was the last time you went to get checked for breast cancer? Because, that's how cancer came to mommy. And then her mama had it. So, it's best to go. Did you go get checked? And being in COVID last year, we forgot to do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? We were so busy about the world ending and people getting sick and dying that we was just locked in the house. We couldn't go to church. We didn't do this. You couldn't see a doctor. But now the world is open. And so she was like, when was the last time? Not only are you kicking it, but, you be so busy. When was the last time? You always trying to create stuff. When was the last time you did that? And I was like, you know what? Because I did already go to the dentist and stuff like that. But I was like, I hadn't had, like, I've had a checkup, right? A checkup. I've had that. But I'm talking about actually a mammogram and all, you know what I'm saying? When was the last time I did all of that? Especially since cancer runs in our family. And I was like, I didn't. So I need to put that on my calendar. And so what I'm saying to you all is, who is caretaking you? Caretake me. Who is making sure that you're maintaining yourself, that you're protecting yourself? Because if you don't protect yourself, nobody else will. Who is holding you close? Hold me close. Hold me tight. And then the flip is, When you don't do it, guess who's doing it for you? God is doing it for you. God is holding you close. You know why God is holding you close? Because that incident made my sister call me. You know what I'm saying? Like it that was, hey, get checked. God will keep people around you when you forget. He will send you destiny helpers. Something will happen where they say, hey, you haven't done this in a while. That's why sometimes you have to be careful who you have around you. Who is caretaking you? If everybody is always asking you and they don't say, hey, what's up? What you need? They only telling you their needs, but they're not telling you, hey, are you good? But they're always asking for something. You need to get rid of them people right away. Users, parasites. If you never care to ask me how I'm doing, just over the weekend, it was somebody I hadn't spoke to in a long time. And they said that I was on their heart to call and say, how you doing? If you don't have people around you to do that, you don't need them in your life. If all they're doing is, such and such and such is having a party, can you come? Hey, okay, I did you even ask how I'm doing? All you worried about is, can I come to a party? Can I come to a party? But can you ask how I'm doing before I can come to the party and bring a gift? Can you ask how I'm doing? How am I doing? Not how you doing. Not how you doing. Not that. Not Wendy. How you doing? No, not the Wendy. How you doing? Even she asking how you doing. Wendy asking how you doing. You can ask how I'm doing? Then no. It is important to make sure that people don't burn you out. That's why you have to stay in tune with God. You have to be close with God so he gives you wisdom and discernment. This is where I'm going, y'all. This is the last month of the year. Some people don't make it into the new year. This is the time. It ain't over till it's over. This is the finish line for this year. And what I'm saying is we have to finish strong. We have to ask God for discernment and wisdom on what to do and what not to do, how to be better. The creator, he created us. Listen, if it don't flow, let go. That's my thing. If it don't flow, let go. If it don't flow, let it go. If it's draining you, if it is toxic to you, let it go. You have to hold your boundaries. You have to have boundaries over yourself. You have overworked. Overwork kills people. Yes, alcoholism, drug abuse, and stuff like that, but also overworking yourself, caring about everybody else, being a caregiver to everybody and everything. Hell, sometimes you can't care about stuff. Sometimes you gotta let it go. Let it be. Let it be. You listen, I don't want to hear your toxic conversation. You have to protect your ear gates and your eye gates, what you see and what you hear. You have to protect your thoughts. And you don't have time to be thinking negatively. What you should be focused on is what God wants you to do to better your life. And sometimes he tries to give you warning signals on how to protect yourself. Caretake me. God is trying to take care of you. He is your caretaker and you won't listen. He is trying to give you red flags. Please don't go. Don't go here. Don't talk to this person. But you can't hear the strategies because it's a warfare out here. Not just physical, but spiritual. There's things that are coming over attack, ideas and thoughts that you didn't have. All year you were fine. And then all of a sudden, the holidays come around and now you're thinking about suicide. Hello. Hello. Oh, up until this year, it got all the way to November and December. And now you're ready to go. Bye-bye. Night-night. Forever. Forever. You done made it 10 months out of 12. And then you get to November and December and ready to go. And I'll tell you why. Because attacks start to happen. Spiritual attacks. Spirits get in people and they do and they say things to you. And you got to be like, devil. Because people got the devil. Some people got the devil in them. And you got to be like, not today, Satan. Not today. And by saying that, this says to you, listen, I can't hear that. I won't watch you say this to me. Get away from me. Sometimes you have to love yourself and have self-care enough to you to remove yourself from the situation. That's why the old people say silence is golden. A lot can be said with nothing said at all. Silence. And you know what also silence is golden? When you need direction from God. For, like I said, for him to tell you what to do. Sometimes you have to go into fast and prayer mode. And you also sometimes have to just go into solitude where you say nothing at all and let God talk to you. Where you become one with God. So you can get direction. So you know where to go. So you can get instructions. You got all this going on. All of this. And you can't even think straight. Sometimes you have to stop what you're doing. Like I had that little tickle in my throat. A little tickle. I had to take care of myself to just drink some tea to get the little tickle out my throat. The little tickle won't stay there, but whatever. Okay. So what I'm saying to you is you have to decide, because all this spiritual warfare is going on. Oh, you have made it to November. Now we're going into December. And I'm suggesting to you as self-care that y'all go into fast mode. Fast from TV. Fast from electronics. Because some people can't fast from food. But if you can fast from food, like me, I'm fasting from food. I'm just consecrating myself. I'm just giving myself as a living sacrifice to God and telling him, listen, give me the download of what I need, the strategies to help me navigate to the period, to give me new ideas, witty ideas, inventions, who to let go, who to keep, if I should restore old relationships, because everybody's not meant to be thrown away. I know people got cancel culture. I know some people do need to be blocked, but there's also a thing of forgiveness. Everybody's not perfect. Some people do things. Yes, it was horrible, but God checked them and got them right on together. And when somebody really comes from a good place, it don't necessarily mean that you're going to let them really into your life, but you get to hear what they say, right? And then go to God in intercessory and say, hey, Lord, you tell me what to do with this person. Because God forgives you. And so sometimes you have to forgive too. Because we're not perfect. And life and love is about relationships. God is love. And what is love? Love is relationship. And you can't do this thing called life alone. Man is not supposed to be alone. And so saying that, it's time for us in this last month to really end it strong. End this year strong. I need y'all to start just doing things the right way. I need you to take a chill pill. I need you to put your foot on the brake, because you're going really fast down this road called life. And I need you to pull the car over to the side and just take a break. I need you to let God be in control. You need to ask God what you should do and what you shouldn't do. You should ask God, should I help this person? Should I not help this person? Everybody is not your problem. Did you hear me, yo? Everybody is not your problem. Every situation is not your problem. Sometimes people have to go to God on their own. Yes, do you pray for people? Yes. Are you supposed to intercede for people? Yes. But some people got to learn God on their own. They do. Some stuff God wants them to come to him on. You keep acting like you died on the cross. You ain't down nobody's cross. You didn't shed blood for nobody and then resurrected in 3 days. If anything happens to you, once your behind is gone, once you leave this earth, that's it. Ain't no damn coming back. I don't believe in that reincarnation. Your ass is not coming back as no bird, as no ant. You know, I'm coming back as this beautiful princess. No, you're not. You're not coming back. Once your butt is gone, you are gone. That's why you can't get into these religions of, I'm going to come back, I'm dead and come back or something else. No, you're not. Your ancestors are up in heaven. They gone. They not coming back. They're not. But I do believe in angels. And I do believe that people can transform into angels and they protect you and stuff like that. Now, but I'm just saying, ain't nobody coming back on this earth, though. Ain't nobody coming back on this earth. Nobody. Nobody's coming back. And since nobody's coming back, you have to take care of yourself. Who is holding you close? Hold me close. Hold me tight. Who has a grip on you? Who is grabbing you and telling you, hey, I need you to check yourself. Close, the vicinity. You so out there. You need to come on home. You need to be in tune. God lives in you. The Holy Spirit lives in you. You're supposed to have love, joy, and peace. And right now, you have anxiety and fear. You don't go, I don't know how I'm going to pay the bill. It's going to happen. If you die, they ain't going to get paid. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to pay? If you die, they definitely ain't going to get paid. I said it. These kids is driving me crazy. If you die, come on, somebody who going to take care of them. If you need to channel on how to even do self-care, of course, you can go to God in prayer. You can say, Lord, come be my personal savior. I know you died on the cross for my sins. Please. And watch what he do for you. Watch he gives you some peace. Now, is there such thing as everything's going to go smoothly? No, because you didn't give yourself to the Lord. Now, demons really going to come after you, but he's going to give you strategy. That's why you got to stay close to him. That's why you got to sometimes you got to pray. You got to worship. You're going to have your own worship party. You don't need to go to church to have your own worship party. You can worship anywhere. Worship in the bathroom. Worship in the shower. Worship in your car. You shouldn't wait to get to church just to hear the prayer. When the praise team is singing, hell, I'm singing. You better be singing. One thing Pastor Hannah and Pastor Glenn talk about is your voice, the sound. There is a sound, original sound. You have your own sound, and God wants to hear it. What better way to love on God but to worship him? In these last days of this year, y'all need to have your own praise team going in your house. Okay? You need to go into fast. Maybe for food. Maybe you can't do the whole day. Maybe you just do the morning, or lunch or dinner. But definitely fast from like electronics and idle chat. Now, hold on. For those of you all who that's your business, I'm not telling you to just completely stop your business. That's not what Andy is saying. What I am saying is this. If it ain't a damn work call to pay the bills, because that's what God wants you to do, and you've been waiting on, all year. Some people all year, they've been waiting for this client to sign papers and everything like that, and everything is going through, and this is the final step? Yes. Okay, answer your emails, answer that. But ain't no reason you should be talking to your friends. You're gonna say, like I had called my cousin today and I had told her, I'm like, look, I'm talking to you today because I'm starting my fast and I'm about to go into solitude. Period. Period. So I won't be talking to you. And then she went and she prayed over me. That's how it's going down. Because I'm going to end this year strong. I want strategy from God. I need to know what to do. This is warfare, spiritual warfare, and you need to know what to do. Be in my word, all that good stuff. I'm not gonna let the spirit of suicide take me out or depression take me out. I'm not. I'm not. So therefore, I have to have a strategy. And if you need a strategy, if you need, sometimes God sends helpers. I believe in God and therapy. I always tell you, God sends destiny helpers to help you figure out what you can. If you're not good at self-care, maybe you need Dr. Darlene Nichols, a therapist. Maybe you need to call her and ask her and her team what to do. So I'm going to give you the number. 773-366-3437, 773-366-3437, 773-366-3437, danministries.com, danministries.com, danministries.com. Do your own research, okay? But at least I gave you a number. At least I'd rather love you enough to tell you, get some help before you take yourself out of here. Also, because, some people, hey, they have a chemical imbalance. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's real. Who loves you enough to tell you to take care of yourself? Caretake me? Who is taking care of you? You such a loving soul. Not everything that's bad happens to people because they're bad people, right? Bad things happen to good people. Bad thoughts come over good people. Nobody's perfect. Our flesh must die daily. And then, like I said, also, we got Dr. Darlene Nichols. And then some people like, I need a man in my life that can help me. You know what I'm saying? So there's a life coach. Okay. Adonis Johnson of I Am My Life Coach. I am my life coach.com. He has a book, I Am My Life Coach, because you got homework to do, right? Homework. You got to do the work at home. And then he had part 2 is he has a team to help you. Okay. So one, you get the book. Be honest when you read and answer the questions. Okay. Read it right. Not what you want to see. We read what we want to see. And then answer the questions correctly, or you are doing harm to yourself. Then number 2, then he also got DVDs. For those who like, I'm not doing that book. I'm not doing the book. I don't like reading. I like audio. I like things read to me. Well, he has DVDs too. Okay. He has a set of DVDs now. Boom. Okay. Self-improvement is important. Not a brother got DVDs. So you either get the book and a DVD or one or the other, but then you got the coaches too. So you got Adonis D. Johnson at IamMyLifeCoach.com, and then you also have Dr. Darlene Nichols. Choose one. But of course, like I always tell you, you can't leave God out of the situation. People try to go all the way around God, but end up back at him. And they always end up at God when something go wrong. I don't believe in God. I don't believe God. Ain't no God, until something happens. And then they like, well, let me go ahead and call on him. He been waiting on you this whole entire time. He ain't asking you to be perfect. You may have not been perfect all 11 months of this year, but it ain't never too late. So if anybody needs to be held close, or who you need to keep close to you to protect you and keep you and make sure nothing happens to you and your family, guess what you could do? You can always call on God. You can always call on him. Who is holding you close? I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you, you are more than anything. I love you, Jesus. Woo! I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you, you are more than anything. You are more than anything. You are more than anything. God is more than anything. And if anybody can get you out of a jail, it is him. So when Adonis is busy, answering people's calls and telling you to leave a message or whatever, or Dr. Uh, Nichols, y'all appointments at nobody's appointment is, your appointments are on this date, and Adonis got an appointment on this date. Guess who's ready for you right then and there? Okay? God is waiting for you. God been waiting on you. Oh, he can't use. Listen, the Bible has a lot of misfits: drunks, alcoholics, prostitutes. Y'all know I'm always saying murderers, killers. Selfish people. Okay, all in the Bible, and God used them. He could use you. It ain't never too late. You haven't met your best self, but the only way to meet your best self is to have self-care. You have to care enough about yourself to say you need the help. If you don't get the help. Sometimes all you can say is yes. Yes to the process of trusting in God. I am on that road to saying, Lord, I don't have the answers. I don't know what to do. Sometimes you just trust that it's all going to work out. Do you put in the work? Yes, because faith without works is dead. But sometimes you just got to trust in him and let him tell you what to do. Okay, yes, take that deal. Don't take that deal. Write that proposal. Don't write that proposal. Get away from them. Don't get away from them. Give them a second chance. Keep they behind on block. Because once again, there is a such thing as forgiveness. And just because you forgive somebody does not mean that you have to have them back in your life. Period. Some people have done things so horrible to you, you never have to let them back in your life. But you still got to go to God and talk about it. Because you have done some things. I have done some things. Nobody's perfect. And this world and this life is just not about being alone. Sometimes you have to put on your big girl panties, the big boy underwear. It's 2029, people doing whatever. But pull them up and apologize. It takes a person, a big person, to come back and say they sorry. Yes, I know some people, they are full of shh. Okay? And it ain't enough toilet paper to clean their ass. They so full of shh. However, that's when you have to go to God, because you could be missing out on your destiny or a destiny helper. Because of stubbornness, being stubborn. You ask God to forgive you when you mess up. Don't you? Don't you? So you have to go ahead and do the same thing, because God lives in us. Time stop. That block. Stay there. That disconnect the cord. I'm disconnected every day. Thing. But if he tell me I gotta plug it back in and I gotta unblock, that's something I have to do. But it's all about self-care, because you don't want anything that is toxic. You don't want anything toxic in your life. So my brothers and my sisters, I'm coming to you today out of love. I don't know when you're going to see this. It could be tomorrow. It could be later tonight. It could be a year, 2 years from now. I don't know. But I love you enough to say you're smart enough, talented enough, stronger, but we're stronger together. So we have to clink up. And we got to pull each other up by the bootstraps and say, are you taking care of yourself? Caretake me. Who's taking care of you? Who's protecting you? Who is maintaining you? Have you went to the doctor? Have you had your prostate checked? Have you had your breast checked? A mammogram? Have you had your teeth checked? Have you went to therapy? Have you went to God in prayer? These questions are important. You need to go to God in prayer. You need to go to therapy because people don't know boundaries. When was the last time you went and got a nail appointment? Pedicure, manicure. That is self-care. Maintenance is important. Yeah, you could do it yourself, but it ain't nothing like being pampered. And it's actually healthy for you. When was the last time you went to the movies? When was the last time you laughed? Why so serious? Why so serious? I hated that Batman, by the way. I like Michael Keaton better. That guy was so damn depressing. I am not a Christian. I was not a Christian Bale fan. I'm sorry. Not for Batman. I like him as an actor, but I like Michael Keaton better. But I do want to see the new Batman, though. I think the new Batman is going to be bomb.com. But why so serious? The Joker said that. When was the last time you went to a comedy show? When was the last time? When's the time a person like, I don't do jokes. You evil as hell. I'm one of them people. You can't go to a comedy show. You evil as hell. When did the last time you seen B. Cole or L or Schmitty? My brother Schmitty. I love Schmitty. Schmitty's my brother. I love him. My comedy brother. My brother from another mother. I love Schmitty. Schmitty is so funny to me. When was the last time you seen anybody? When? When was the last time you danced? When was the last time you bust a move? When was the last time you jack your body, jack your body, jack your body, jack? When was the last time you did that? Have some clean fun. When was the last time you got away from the baby? You can't keep singing. I love you. You love me. Okay? You can't do. It's Elmo's world. La 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 la. La 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 la. Elmo's world. It's time for some adult conversation. When was the last time you did that? When is the last time you went to a game? All I'm saying is your problems will be there. Sometimes you need to step away from them to get a different perspective. Because in the moment, it is serious. In the moment. But sometimes when you just sit down and just take yourself to lunch. When's the last time you just went outside and enjoyed nature? Go for a run. When I can't figure things out, I go jogging. I like to jog. I need that fresh wind on my face. I need it. I can't be in the gym. When I got a lot going on, I got a lot of pressure. I used to do shop therapy, but that gets expensive. Shout out to Yas Inks for my bracelets. Yas Ink. YAHZ Ink. Yas Ink. YAHZ Ink. Y is in yo-yo, A is in apple, H is in Henry, Z is in zebra, ink. Y'all check this brother out. He made my beads, okay? I support. I bought. That's what that meant. And you love what you got. And I love these, okay? So y'all like my little beads and stuff. I be supporting people, okay? All right. Enough about that. Shopping got expensive. So sometimes you got to learn how to save too. She learned. She's mature now. Okay. But, you know, save up and then you can go to retail therapy. Okay. Okay. Sometimes you do just have to sit back and have a sip. However, I'm not telling people to go get drunk. Okay. That is not what I'm telling you. Sometimes you just take yourself out to a nice restaurant and you just have you a glass or two. Okay. Because that was Jesus's miracle. So you can't tell me. Or have a sip of cognac. Okay. Or whiskey, whatever you do, or beer. As long as you don't have no alcohol like tendencies, then that's a whole different thing. Okay. When I was jacking my body, it was no alcohol at the pastor's party. It was nothing but juice. Okay. So I was able to jack off of juice, jacking body with a juice. Okay. But I got out. And all I'm saying is find something that's positive, that has nothing to do with your problems, just for a few minutes, just for an hour. Like I said, maybe you do. And I definitely believe in going to church and fellowshipping and doing the praise and worship and listening to a good sermon. I do. Self-care is reading the Bible, getting that word in. You got to read the word for yourself. How will you know what to do? How will you know how to live this life? Because the Bible is a rule book. It tells you what to do and what not to do. It's a living word. It tells you how to prepare for something. Anything you want to know about is in the Bible. You need to know about spiritual warfare. I'm sorry. You need to know how to love somebody properly, how to forgive, how to self-care. Right now, we're talking about self-care. 3 John, John 1, 2, John 1, 2. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, that you may be in good health as it goes well with your soul. Isn't that what we're talking about? Your temple. Once again, 1 Corinthians 3:17. If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him. God loves you so much, he's telling you, I done made you well. And you gonna go ahead and do that? For God's temple is holy. You are holy. Your temple is holy. It can't be run down, raggedy. You let a sacred place. A temple is sacred. You are sacred. If nobody love you, you should love you. If nobody love you, you should love you. I love me too much to let any harm come to me if I can avoid it. Because some stuff, we do it to ourselves. And once again, when you don't take care of yourself, you did it to yourself. Because you didn't know how to say no. You didn't know how to say yes to, I need to do things a little bit differently. You didn't know how to make the choices. You didn't know how to do it. So I'm telling you, today, my brothers and my sisters, my dog family, you are my family. This is the one place you can come and be okay. And what I'm telling you is this: you got to do better. We talked about boundaries. Here's another boundary. You have to take better care of yourself. You have to. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. You are important. You are lovable. You need to go get alignment. It is time. Okay, you part of the beard gang, but it still needs to be lined. It's cold. I want my beard to grow out. Okay, cool. Still get it lined. You still need to upkeep. You still need to shampoo, conditioning, all that. Get your hair out the ponytail. You wearing the ponytail so much, you're going to cause alopecia because you keep wearing it in the same spot. I'm just saying. Biting your nails is not the thing to do. Go get them done. Even if it's just the basic manicure. a no chip, whatever, a buff. Don't bite your nails. It's not good. Okay? It's just not. It's time, y'all. It's time to take better care of ourselves. Our teeth. We need that. Everything's attached to something. When you take care of your teeth, it causes other problems. And I was serious about, please, y'all, go get your mammograms, pap smears. It's time, y'all. It's time to get checked. It's time. It's time. Time to make a change. We are the people. We could do. Y'all could do it. It's also time to end this year strong. Y'all, pick a day this month. December is getting ready to come up. I'm choosing the first and then some. Pick a day that you can fast and go to God. God may tell you, like He told me, I got more than one day to fast for Him to tell you. He may tell you, you might be missing the blueprint of your life. That's all part of self-care. He may tell you an easier way to do it. You've been wrecking your brain. You have been wrecking your brain trying to figure things out. And He has the blueprint for you. For this to end this year strong and to begin next year strong. Well, gotta go, y'all. See you next time. Same cute girl. Same time. Same cute girl. Bye for now.